Okay, guys, I'm going to be going back to oil. I've got a pending order waiting, so if it triggers, great, and I'll show you it anyway. The reason why I'm doing it is I've already told the guys that I'm going to be buying it, and I'm buying it for 21 pips. But it's in a waiting, so I've got the price out the way, and I'm going to follow it down. I'm going to follow the candle, so it's not a big issue. And I've already put a video in here telling them how I'm going to trade it and why I'm going to trade it. And it comes basically because of little baldy locks here. Said he got distracted, missed the pump, blah, blah, blah. I said, all right, give me 10 minutes and I'll have another look at it. Okay. So happy days, happy days. So that's kind of what we're doing and where we're going. So let me get a shot of that a second. Now, as we can see, it's pulling back on itself. And let me just show you that strength thing on the big picture rather than the little one. What this is telling me is, because I do what's called multi-time frame analysis, all time frame trading. To try and trade just on a 5-minute chart, you're pretty much wasting your time. It's too noisy. You need to look out into the chart and get a big feel of what the market is trying to achieve. Once you've got that established, then you can move forward down into the lower time frames. But to do it prior, a bit difficult. All right. So when something's waiting, it just means you've got to sort of take your time. So a good area of attraction is I wanted it below this level. The price has now moved to here. Now this candle is about to close. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift that down slightly to slightly above this level and above this candle. Why? Because that candle is the one that pierced. Okay. And then as further I can get it onto these blue lines, the better. Now what those blue lines are, they're a retracement of this particular move here. Now the general consensus of this market is to the upper side. Okay. But I'm using this particular move here to get a better price. So that's what I'm doing, and that's what the waiting is all about. Now, if I move it out to the hourly, you can start seeing what's happening with this market. We've got a massive drop here. It's come up, it's had a bit of a rejection, it's pushing away, which is why I'm keeping the price out of the way. So I can get that down onto there. Right, so if it bounces off this level and breaks through, outstanding, but I want it further down. Now, we can also look at this fib here. Now, it started up there and got down to approximately this point. Now the highest point that it got to was actually this candle here, but it started there the move. What's happening is it broke above the pivot, which ties in with the pivot of this, and the price is above it. So therefore I'm looking for the price to push higher. If it's going to push higher, it'll revisit this one first, then it'll come up onto this one. Okay. Now, all I've got to do is get my money in and out. Right, we in market now. Is get my money in and out before it gets up here. So I'm targeting here, which is about 20 pips from that line. And the idea, because as I was moving around there, is these cluster points here. So it was the tops of these and the base of that. And that 20 pips kind of fits in between the two of them. Okay, so that's the premise of the target and the trade. Now, if I'm wrong, and this goes for a Murray run, drop this back down again, well, that could retrace all of where it's been from. So I've got to really hold the trade to about here. So the way I do it is I go in small and build up and then up. If I don't get all the orders in, I am not bothered. And when people argue with me, I am not bothered. You know, you go in 100% to market, go in with your tight stops, lose your money, cry to your mother, all this sort of thing. I'll go in my way and I'll take the money that it's willing to give me. This is the art of trading, guys. It's patience. It's managing your position. It's managing yourself and going in nice and gently. That way, you're never stressed. Let's play it out. Okay there, little Maxwell. That's the job done. Exactly as described. Pull back, follow the trend to the upper side, and then bounce it from level to level all the way up. Now, same drill as always. Make certain I get my tickets out. And then there you go, 279 quid. That's my day complete because I'm above 200 quid. This job ain't very difficult. You know, every day I go to market. Every day I do my homework. Homework is key to everything. You know, levels in place, direction in place. The entry means fuck all. Absolutely sod all. Right? That direction and them levels are absolutely key to what's going on. Right? Because if you get the direction right, it'll forgive the bad entry. Too many times people will look for a pinpoint entry and then build the trade around it. No, the entry should be the last part of the puzzle. Now, the other part of the puzzle is splitting your focus. If you're looking at too many assets across too many time frames or too small a time frame, your focus will not stay in place. So just look at a couple of assets and then wait for the trade to come to you. My rule of thumb is I check the homework from the top of the hour, and if there's nothing there, I'll wait another hour. If I'm waiting, I'll follow the price down because the elements are almost there. But once I've been paid, I'll take a break. It's like I did a trade earlier on, took a break, and I've come back to market this afternoon, topped up what I needed to do, but also wanted to help the guys in the squad. That's trading. But if you go on a 5-minute chart and you're looking to be in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, wasting your time. Absolutely wasting your time. So think about what you're doing. Slow right down and you'll end up with more money. See you on the next one.